we're always like checking out the latest stuff on AI Agent Store.
Always.
But this one's kind of wild.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
It's called Wordware. And like they say you can build AI apps
Oh, yeah.
just with like plain English, no coding.
Get out of here.
I know, right? So like, is this it? Is this the AI for everyone? The thing everybody's been talking about?
Well, I think the potential is definitely there, right? I mean, not everybody who has like a cool idea for an AI is, a hardcore coder, right?
Absolutely.
So this could like open it up for artists and entrepreneurs,
Oh, yeah.
like doctors, all sorts of people who could be like, oh, I actually,
I have an idea for an app. Yeah.
I have this idea and now I can actually make it.
Right. That's right. So no more like, pulling all-nighters trying to figure out Python.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already sold, but how does this even work? This whole like natural language programming thing?
So yeah, natural language processing, the idea is that you're basically giving instructions in like everyday language, and then Wordware is smart enough to translate that into the code that you need, which is pretty amazing.
So it's not just like, okay, I'm going to write one sentence and it's going to spit out an app.
Well, it can do that.
Really?
But the real power, I think, comes in when you start chaining these instructions together into these, what they call flows.
Okay.
So it's like building blocks. You can create some pretty complex workflows.
Give me like an example of how this flow thing would actually like play out.
Sure. So imagine, let's say you're a doctor, right?
Okay.
And you have this idea for an AI tool that can, I don't know, analyze X-rays for signs of pneumonia. So you could use Wordware to create this flow that says, okay, first identify the lungs in the image, right?
Right.
Then look for these specific patterns that might indicate infection.
Oh, wow.
And then generate a report with the findings, right? And you could do all that without writing a single line of code.
That's incredible. I mean, that could change like the entire healthcare industry.
Absolutely, yeah.
But, okay, you said, these flows can get pretty complex.
Yeah.
And, complex also means things can go wrong.
Sure.
How does Wordware make sure that, everything stays organized and it's not just going to, like, crash and burn?
That's a great question. So they've built in all these features that actually even like experienced developers appreciate, things like version control, so you can keep track of all the changes you're making,
right,
and something called type safety, which basically makes sure that the data...
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so it makes sure that the data that's flowing through your app is like the right kind of data, right? So you're not trying to put, a square peg in a round hole.
Right.
And all these things kind of help prevent errors and make sure that you're building something, that's solid.
So it's like guardrails.
Exactly. Yeah, like guardrails.
Okay, so type safety, maybe I don't fully get it, but I get that it keeps things running smoothly.
Yeah.
But, okay, this is where I think things get really crazy.
Okay.
Wordware isn't just limited to text, right? It can also work with images and audio.
Yeah.
And even video. Like, how is that even possible?
It's pretty wild, right? So this is what people are calling multimodal AI.
Multimodal.
Yeah. And it's basically, we're moving beyond AI that just understands text.
Right.
Into AI that can understand and interact with the world in all these different ways.
More like how we experience the world.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like how we experience the world through all our senses, right? So you can imagine, like a marketing team using Wordware to analyze like video footage of people reacting to their latest ad.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. That kind of insight is super valuable.
For sure. So it's not just about building a cool app.
Right.
It's about understanding like the world around us.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a whole new level of understanding.
Okay. So this all sounds amazing in theory, but like, can we actually make this stuff?
Right.
Like Wordware talks about effortless deployment with a single click.
Right.
Does that mean I can like go from idea to like a real working app in an afternoon?
Maybe not that fast, but it is like surprisingly easy to deploy these things.
Really?
Yeah, because Wordware takes care of all that like technical back-end stuff,
Okay.
like setting up servers and all that, so you don't have to worry about it.
So you could just focus on the idea.
Exactly, yeah. And that's huge, especially for, individuals and small teams.
They don't have like giant IT departments.
Exactly, yeah. They don't have those resources.
Okay, so that's cool, but I got to ask, on the AI Agent Store website, there's this Wordware video, and they show how someone builds like this app in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That could potentially make them like $4,000 an hour?
Right.
Like, is that even real?
Well, I mean, obviously your earnings are going to depend on, the app, the market.
Right.
But it does show you how quickly you can go from idea to prototype with this thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about making it easier for people to create these things and potentially make money from them.
Okay, so if you're listening to this and you're like, AI sounds really cool,
Yeah.
but I could never build something like that, you might want to check out Wordware.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it really feels like a game changer.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of the tech, but like who gets to actually be a part of the AI revolution.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it really does have the potential to, like, democratize AI.
It's like giving everybody a superpower.
Exactly.
And speaking of superpowers, you can learn more about Wordware
Yes.
and other awesome AI tools over at AI Agent Store. That's aiagentstore.ai.
Definitely check it out.
But before we go, here's something to think about.
Okay.
Like, what amazing, maybe world-changing, or maybe just like super convenient app would you build
Yeah.
if it were as easy as just like writing a few sentences? I mean, the possibilities are like endless.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the only limit is your imagination, right?
Absolutely.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
This is really exciting stuff.
Really is.
All right, we'll see everybody next time.
See you later.